Hi guys, this is Palak Sharma and this is a daily series in easy MCQs for English comprehension skills. I'm your educator at Unacademy for English language. Here are a few things about me. I'm an economics honors graduation student at Sophia College. On the creative side, I'm a poet, and on the logical side, I'm a content developer when it comes to writing. I am a global youth ambassador at A World at School, an international organization which promotes and advocates education for all youngsters. I am a mixture of Keynes and Shakespeare because I love economics and I love English almost equally. And you can rate, review, recommend, and share this lesson as much as you can so that more and more people can connect to it. More and more people would know about good things we are doing at Unacademy. And you can review it so that people would know the quality of the course. People would know what kind of things are happening and if it is right for them or not. And if you like the course, please give it a 5-star. And you can follow me on Unacademy. Here's my link. So the first MCQ, let's start with it. These questions are not complete sentences. One or more words are left out of each sentence. Under each sentence, there are 4 words or phrases given. Choose one word or phrase that completes the sentence correctly. So you have to choose out of these 4 which one is the correct fit for this blank. The question is, total weight of all the ants in the world is much greater than, and here's the blank. You have to fill A, to all human beings, B, that of all human beings, C, is of all human beings, and D, that of all the human beings. You can take your time, think of the answer for 10 seconds. Yeah, so the correct answer to this question is D, that of all the human beings. And you can simply, you can realize that greater than that, because that is used in this case because we are referring to the weight, and the human beings because we have referred the ants, right? We have said the ants, therefore we have to say the human beings also in this case. So we just know D is the right answer. Moving on to the next MCQ. In these questions, a related pair of words in capitals is followed by 4 pair of words. Select the pair that best expresses the relationship similar to that expressed in the original pair. So the original pair says indigent and wealth. Options are, the relationship which we find in this, we have to find in any of these 4. So the options are A, emaciated, nourishment, B, aristocratic, stature, C, contented and happiness, and D, smug and complacency. You can think of the answer in 10 seconds. So the correct answer to this question is A, emaciated and nourishment. This is because we know that aristocratic is not the one for stature, and you can also see. So in this case, we know that emaciated stands for someone who is abnormally thin or weak, and that is especially because of a lack of food. So we know that an emaciated person needs nourishment in the same way that an indigent person needs wealth. Someone who's needy, he needs wealth. Similarly, someone who is emaciated, someone who is sick of health, who doesn't have food, he needs nourishment. So in the same way, we have found the relationship applicable in only this case, because in rest of the options we'll just eliminate them. Like first of all, aristocratic and stature. Now an aristocratic person wouldn't need a stature, he already has it. So it's not the thing which is required by an aristocratic person. A contented person who is already contented won't require happiness in any case. And someone who's smug, who's overconfident, or someone who has complacency, a kind of showing off behavior, he won't need complacency. Complacency is a tendency to show off, the tendency to demonstrate things. So someone who's already a smug, someone who already shows off, won't require complacency so much. But someone who is emaciated, who doesn't have proper nourishment, he requires nourishment in the same way that an indigent person, a needy person, requires wealth. So this is the relationship which we found in this question. The next MCQ, choose the word opposite in meaning to the given word. The word is tractable. So the words and options are A, irreligious, B, incapable, C, unmanageable, and D, unreal. So we'll find out what's the correct answer. You can take 10 seconds for it. The correct answer to the question is C, unmanageable. So we had to find the opposite. So tractable is something which can be easily traced, something which can be easily found out, and something which can be easily managed. And unmanageable is the opposite to tractable, because something which cannot be managed is unmanageable. The rest of the words, they have their opposites over here. We can say irreligious has the opposite of religious, incapable's opposite is capable, unreal's opposite is real. So none of them matches as such, and it's an easy tick. We can always tick the unmanageable one, because rest of them are but obvious things. We don't have to put our mind much into this question. So next comes MCQ 4. Now this is a bit different one. It's a new one. In each of these questions, a disarranged sentence is given and coded as A, B, C and D. Select the choice which gives the correct order of the parts of the sentence in order to make it meaningful. So the fourth question, both MCQ. A is an image of a person in meditative pose. B, surrounded by animal, wild and tame. C, we have in the relics of Mohenjo-daro. D, with eyes closed and indrawn. Now what you have to do is find the correct order in which the paragraph would make sense. So you can just take your time, note it down somewhere and just use your brains as much as you can. Use logic. You have to make up the flow in this paragraph or in this complete sentence. Here are the options. You can choose one out of them. And so the correct answer to this question is A, C, A, D, B. Means the sentence would sound something like this. We have in the relics of Mohenjo-daro an image of a person in meditative pose with eyes closed and indrawn, surrounded by animal, wild and tame. So this is the correct thing. We know the sequence is C, A, D and B. We'll first say C, we have, then it's going to be A, then it's going to be D and then B is the last part of the sentence. Because I have put a full stop here, it doesn't mean that this is the last sentence. This is an error on my part. The UPSC never does this or any other examination never does this. Or if it might happen also, then you have to ignore the full stop. It's not always true that the sentence which has the full stop might be the last sentence of the paragraph which you're given. So just ignore this full stop and let's move ahead to next question. The last question for today, MCQ 5th. Each sentence below has 2 blanks. Beneath the sentence are 4 sets of words. Choose the set of word that best fills in the blanks. So there are 2 blanks this time. You have to choose the pair of them which is suitable in this sentence. The things that this artist has dashed are so repulsive that we must dash him. Now you can see all of these options. A, conceived and expel. B, painted and disregard. C, displayed and execute. D, said and penalize. You can select the answer, take your time. So the correct answer to this MCQ is D, said and penalize. We'll see why. The thing that this artist has conceived are so repulsive that we must expel him. We do not live in times when somebody can be expelled for something. Okay, so this is not going to be correct. Then we say the thing that this artist has painted are so repulsive that we must disregard him. First of all, it's not a surety that the artist need to be a painter only. He can be anything. Okay, it's not mentioned in the question. The one in which the frame which we are given, it doesn't mention whether the artist is a painter or a poet. He could be anything. Then we know that you cannot disregard someone and insult him. Like disregard is something more of a subjective phenomena. I can disregard someone, but that shouldn't affect him much. So it's not that we together disregard him and it's going to be a very big deal that we are disregarding him. It doesn't happen. That if you become repulsive, you don't disregard people. You do something more violent for it or more effective for it. Then we have C option. So this is again cancelled. Then we have displayed and execute. The thing that this artist has displayed, now this might do, are so repulsive that we must execute him. Now this is not Hitler's time. Nobody can execute someone for presenting something. So this is again like nonsense. We shouldn't pay heed to it. Then D option says the thing that this artist has said are so repulsive that we must penalize him. So it's obvious that when you penalize someone, it's simple. It's effective, yet it is not very cordial with them. So it's an effective punishment. It's an effective punishment, and therefore it's the correct choice for this MCQ. D is the correct answer. So this is it for today. These are the 5 MCQs for this day, and you can rate, review, recommend and share this lesson. Share your score in the comment section below. Ask your questions if you have any, and feel free to write anything to me. Suggestions are always welcome, and do review, recommend and share this lesson as much as you can. Give it a 5-star if you like it, and share it as much as you can so that more and more people can connect with Unacademy. More and more people can gain knowledge for free. So thank you and have a nice day.